to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. As you guys can see, we're back in the 99. I got the tires on here right now, and essentially what we're gonna be doing is what we did yesterday, where I give you guys a POV driving first impressions of the Toyos. Now, I'm gonna say this right now, it is 100+ degrees outside right now. I'm not gonna be doing any hard pulls right now during the day. I'm gonna wait till you guys can see. I'm literally dripping sweat right now. It's that bad. I'll be doing the hard pulls at night when it drops to like 80, 85 degrees, even though that's still hot, but it ain't triple digit weather. Now, I got the weak fitment on in the back that will be getting replaced today as well, hopefully. If not tomorrow morning, but I think it should be done today. I got the Toyo Proxy TQs on right now. So far, I haven't noticed any road noise. The car drives the exact same as it did before on the dry rotted Nittos. Again, I haven't done any pulls, so I really can't confirm if these tires are a massive improvement and how I can, you know, compare them to the Toyo R888Rs. I had those on a platform. The Pilot Sport 4S, because I had those on a platform. The Pilot Super Sports, because I had that on the 350. The Mickey Thompson ET Street SS, because I had that on the white 2-valve, and I have them on the 350 right now. So I have a bunch of tires that I can go ahead and compare these two, and I'm really curious to see how these TQs are going to stack up from like a 40, 50 roll, a 60 roll, as well as a dig. But so, okay, bet. But so far, it drives like stock, which is good. These technically are stock sizing. As of right now, I will be going with a 315 35 17. Again, I have the 275 40 17s. So technically these could be put in the front of the car, but this car is lowered. I don't think it would look right. It might rub, but so far, I mean, it's really, really, really not bad. Let me slow down because this is a school zone and cops out here don't play. It's funny because cops out here in Houston, I know you guys can agree, cops out here in Houston, they only care about driving, you know, the proper limit in a school zone and DWI. That's like the two most important things cops care about out here, which realistically, right there, which realistically is definitely number one, both number one on the list of things to be looking out for. That's my old car. What the hell? That's literally my old car. Yeah, I'm not noticing any road noise, nothing, which is good. Again, with the R888Rs, around 40 miles an hour, you can start to hear that. With these, I'm not hearing anything, which is awesome. I'm really curious to see how these would stack up against the R888Rs when you start getting to like 70, 80 miles an hour, but we'll find out soon enough. So far, a W. Alright, let me actually do like Alright, y'all, here's the fitment. In all reality, after getting the car out in the sun and at my favorite spot, it really doesn't look all that bad to me personally. I know some of you guys who are like complete fitment gurus are gonna say, bro, this is terrible, change this out ASAP, which I am. But I think I'm gonna hold on to these for like maybe a week or so, because I'm not too sure if I'm gonna like the 315, 35, 17s. It's because the 17s, man. If these are 18s, this would actually look good. I leave it alone. But for the most part, I mean, you know, it's sunk in, but they got that little poke. Actually, now the fitment is weak. it's sunk in. The fenders are rolled, so I could get away with the bigger tire, but you know, they're street wheels, fuck it. But for the most part, you know, I don't think it really looks all that bad. It hooks, I'll tell you that right now. I'm surprised the 275 40's hooked up, but again, this is like a radial, so it'd be kind of disappointing if it didn't hook up. I really hate how Discount Tire puts that like tire lube and they don't wipe it off. Like, this shit pisses me off. And I know this sat like that for like an entire day, because I didn't see it until like literally a couple minutes ago. So glad I'm taking that shit off. But for the most part, car needs a wash, but for the most part, I mean, I don't think it looks too bad, man. All right, so let me know down in the comment section right now, honest opinions. Let me know, do you guys like the 275 40 17? You guys think the 315 35 17s would look better, man? Honestly, I think it looks good right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I am gonna try out the 315 35 17 to see how it looks. 35 versus the 40 sidewall, but again, it is a 315 versus a 375. It's probably gonna look the same as it does right now, just more meat, wider, and kind of filling out that gap, which realistically it'll look good, but hopefully the performance is still there. So when I get those tires mounted, I'll catch up with you guys in the vid. All right, so flash forward a couple hours in, got the new meats, man. This is some 315 35 17s, and just looking at it right now compared to the 275 40 17s, it's about the same height, which is amazing. I know sometimes online it could look a little different, even with like the official heights, but I think this is gonna look really good. I should have went with this from the start. So these 275s are most likely gonna be sold like today, tomorrow. But these are gonna look good. Let's go ahead and get these mounted. I wasn't taking this to a different tire shop, but I need these done today. So I guess we're going back to Discount Tire, where I will supervise every last step. So yeah, got the other one already in the car. Let's get over there. All right, so you guys can tell we got the 315s on the car. Was able to make it happen. So drop a like in the vid, all that good stuff. And I can tell you guys this right now, going from the 275 40 17s to the 315 35 17, the car feels a lot stiffer, even more so than what it did when I replaced the upper control arm. It feels a little bit stiffer. It feels technically like a little heavier. I mean, it's a big ass, well, not really a big tire, but it's a meaty tire back there, and you can definitely feel it. Now, I don't get how NA guys rock 315s, 335s. I mean, that's literally slowing the car down 100%. Like, dudes that be running like 335s, 345 40s and making, you know, less than 400 horsepower, I don't know how you do it, man, because I can tell you right now that's 100% slowing the car down. I'm really curious to see how this is going to perform. I'm not going to do any pulls right now because, again, it's like 100+ degrees. It's the heat of the day right now, so it's even hotter than what it was earlier when I was recording this video. So I'm going to wait till the night time to go ahead and do that. And I already got some runs lined up for tomorrow, so depending on what happens, I mean, it's either going to be a hard pulls video with the radials or me literally going ahead and running the car. But just driving it for like 3 to 5 minutes, I can definitely tell you guys, if you guys have never ran 315 35 17s and you've had, you know, 275 40 17s, you know, anything less than like a 305, you're gonna notice it. Now this is crazy because I didn't really notice a difference when I switched up the 350 tires, but again, it was still a 305 35 19. I just switched compounds. Like, I kind of feel like myself picking up half the road with these, if that makes any sense. Now the Fitment's a lot better, I'll tell you that. But the car does feel heavier and more stiff. Obviously I got 2 tires with me right now, but again, that really shouldn't, you shouldn't be able to feel that. I feel like, cause shit, I didn't really feel it like that when I had the stock seat in here. I mean, 2 tires is like, what, 60 pounds? That seat's like, what, 50? That I took out of the car, and I drove the car with the seat in it a couple times, so I know how it feels. And hell, I drove the white car with the passenger seat in it, raced it with the passenger seat in it multiple times. Let me go ahead and roll my windows up. So I definitely know how that feels, but the car definitely feels heavier. But when I get to my favorite spot, I'll show you guys the Fitment, because I do think it looks a lot better. I'm not gonna swap them out, even if it technically does make the car slower. I mean, it's on street wheels. It is what it is. All right, y'all. So here's the updated Fitment. I think it looks a lot better. Fills out the wheel well a lot more. This is the biggest tire I'm putting on this car on these wheels. You guys can see here. Way better. Let me know what y'all think, man. Not really in my normal spot, but technically am. They have the truck training, so not gonna distract them. So if you guys do get the wind noise, I do apologize, but for the most part, the car does drive a little bit stiffer, heavier. You guys can kind of see the size difference here. Now, I didn't get on the car yet, but I did just kind of get it up to 60 mile an hour just to kind of see if there was a difference in the speedo versus the tack, and there actually is. Now with the 275 40s, when I would get up to 60 miles an hour, the car would be at like 3,800 RPM. Now it's at like 441. So technically I am going to lose mile per hour with these tires, but I'm just going to have to drop the speed down to like 55, 56, something like that, around there. And yes, my speedometer is accurate. I verified that with the satellite app. So I definitely am glad I went ahead and kind of figured that out right now, because I was like, okay, I'm past 3,000. I'm not at 60 miles an hour yet. So we'll see. That could be problematic because my red line is only at 5,500 right now. Obviously, when it's raised, when I do fix the fuel system, that's not gonna be an issue. That actually will be a good thing. But when I do that, I'm just probably gonna put the 15s and gonna run with that. So it'll be back to where it was, which I think is the best for the 3650 transmission and the 355s. But just gonna have to be careful. So yeah, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. As far as Fitment goes, it's a W performance wise. Well, we gonna have to find that out, and I'll find that out quick tomorrow. So be on the lookout, y'all. If I don't do a hard pulls video in this vid, that's because, well, there's gonna be a pretty much first race video with this setup going up next. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears POV, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.